Hello guys, welcome back to another vlog of this channel. In my past videos I told you that I'm probably going to record vlogs to this channel because I think it's a great way for you to see how I'm reacting to my readings, and I can tell you right away what I'm thinking, and I just think I like more this format, not necessarily to watch, because I also like to watch reviews and challenges and everything, but to record, I think I like better recording vlogs. So that's it. Welcome to another vlog. Before we start the reading of this vlog, I want to tell you that I already finished 3 books this year. November was a very good month to me, so I'm going to tell you what were the books that I read in January. Let me just open my Fable app. So I read Love Light Farms. That was from the Christmas romance thing that I did. You can watch on somewhere on this screen. There will be a card where you can click and you can watch my vlog reading Christmas books after Christmas. So Love Light Farms I finished in January, and the mistletoe motif, that was another romance, Christmas romance, I also started and finished in January. Okay, and after that I was getting sick of Christmas romance and romance itself, so I went to something completely different and I read The Power of Habit. I really like it. It's very interesting to rate. Okay, so the ratings, I gave 5 stars to Love Light Farming, and I gave 4 stars for the mistletoe motif. I will explain everything on the video. But with The Power of Habit, it's very complicated for me to rate those type of books because they are like almost scientific and informative, and so I never know how to rate it. I rated 5 stars because I think it explains how our habits are formed in our brain and how we do the things that we do and why. So like for that, I I think it's already a good book. The concept of this book is a concept that I was already familiar with because working as a nutritionist, I learned a lot and I searched a lot about our human behavior and eating behaviors, so and how to change those behaviors. So like in basically every consult that I do, I try to analyze the habits of my patients, and I try to reorganize and like build with them new habits so they can eat correctly, eat better, and live better in a general way. So it was a concept that I was already familiar with, but I liked the way that he explained, and I like that it of course added more information to what I already knew. So it was a good book in general. I really recommend if you are interested on those topics, but if you're not, yeah, you can skip it. No problem. And for this vlog, I'll be reading Defiant. That is the 4th book on the Skyward series. Yes, it's the 4th book in the Skyward series, and I really like this series. Like, this was my first contact with Brandon Sanderson. I plan to do a totally special themed videos about Brandon Sanderson and his works. Like, I'm planning on reading all his works with my best friend Gabriela. That is the one that I always mention on this video, on my videos. And I'm even trying to convince her to read the Skyward series because it's really good. It's sci-fi. I mean, if you are here, please. I hope you read the past ones. So I think I don't have to explain what this series is. But anyway, I'm really enjoying. I'm already at 16%, and like I think the thing that I like the most in this series right now is the concept that the author created for this story. Like, it's kind of like human versus alien, but at the same time he added more to this concept, so like it's really really interesting and I really like it. And the growth of the main character is amazing. It's amazing because in the first book, Spencer really bothered me most of the time. I was like, damn, I'm enjoying the story, but I'm not enjoying the main character. I hope this is not going to be a problem throughout the whole series, but we see so much growth on her, and especially I believe, like from book 2 to book 3, and right now 3 to book 4, the author added so much baggage to her. Like, she knew other realities, she knew other species, other way of living, and now she's carrying all that baggage, and also all the things that we discover on book 3, and now she's carrying all that baggage on the battlefield, and that is so crucial to her, to the decisions that she has to make, and how she doesn't have that I guess we can say, like, almost childish vision of the battlefield and the heroes and etc. So it's really really nice. I'm really enjoying, and I'm really interested to know what else the author is going to add up to this series, and how things are going to get solved. And I'm not sure if it's the last one. I don't remember if the 4th is the last one. I know that we have some novellas of this world, but I'm not sure if the 4th book is the last one, like for real, of the main story. Maybe it doesn't seems like, but at the same time it does, because like, what else can happen? We are literally like going to the final fight, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, see you in my next clip. Have a good day, you all. I'm probably finish this clip and go back to my book. Bye bye. Hello, I'm here with another update from Defiant, and I arrived at 42%, if I remember well. And what I'm enjoying, you guys remember that in my last clip I said that the author is adding a lot of baggage to spin, and this baggage that came from the last 2 books, it's making the story so richer to me, because we had very interesting moments here of battles where Spain had to decide and had to take decisions on how to proceed during those battles. And she was constantly like freaking out about the decisions that she has to make, and decisions that her friends, and especially Georgian, has to make now that he's the commander of the army, because of the war. The change of perspective from that childish and idealistic form of battle that she had before to this very human and realistic and heavy perspective that she has now, that in war nothing is fair, and inevitably, doesn't matter the side you choose in the war, you are going to end up killing or harming someone, and especially innocent people. Another good discussion that we have, and I mentioned in my Portuguese channel from the first books, especially the second and the third, is that we meet different species and different ways of living, and we are introduced to species that lives in a non-violent way, and the humans to them are the ones that are very dangerous, very scary, and barbaric people, because we discuss, we argue, we make wars, we make guns, and etc. And those species, even if they have a problem, they treat this problem in a very respectful and very friendly and chill way possible, because they have this policy of non-aggression. And she was very confronted with that, like she was very in doubt that this type of society really works. And I think that was an interesting thing to put in a book, because it makes us think as well if a society like that would really work. And now here in this fourth book, that she is basically like leading the group and like taking important actions in the war, she's seeing how it's easy to abuse of this population, of these people, because they have this system. Like, they don't know how to fight, they don't know how to defend themselves. If a battle comes, if a war starts, they are even, some of them are even manipulated and oppressed by the superiority, but they don't even notice this manipulation, because the superiority says that they have to be in this way, they have to have this non-aggression way of living, because otherwise they were just like being like humans, and being human is not nice. But at the same time, using that, they are being manipulated and oppressed by the superiority, because in any time if a rebellion starts, they don't know how to defend themselves. They don't have guns, they don't know how to fight, they don't have ships, they don't have nothing, because all of that is controlled by the superiority. And we had this scene of Spin and her group doing something to gather to rescue some slugs from this place where they have this non-aggression way of living. And she was saying like how it was easy to break in, because like, and if they had to attack them, how it would be easy, because they don't know how to defend themselves. So it also brings this thought that if we start to make this change, if society starts to change, and it starts to have this non-aggression, a very specific way of living, but there's just one nation, one country that doesn't have it, and spends their time building themselves and constructing their army and fortificating their defenses and their guns and etc. And this one country decides to attack at least one of these other countries that had this non-aggression way of living. They are easily going to win. So like it even makes me think a bit about my country, Brazil, that we, thank God, don't get involved in wars. We kind of have this non-aggression way of living. Like we try to respect everyone. We try to don't mess with everyone. Like if there is an issue, we try to treat it in the most respectful way. We don't get involved. Like we just like, this is your problem, not mine. And we often think, like we often kind of joke because this is not something that we like to joke, but like if a war happens, okay, like if the third world war happened, for example, and we have to take a side and officially participate, or if I don't know any country end up wake up and think like, I think I'm going to start bombing Brazil now, or start a war with Brazil for any reason, like because we don't usually have wars, we don't have this military huge system like our army. It's I mean, we don't have nuclear bomb, thank God, but like like we don't exactly have a specialized army. We have an army to of course defend ourselves, but like comparing with what we see from the other countries, I'm really scared that if something happened, we will be brutally destroyed and smashed by a heavy armored country. That's what I'm saying. And this is bad. This is bad because and I completely lost the topic, right? But anyway, like, it's something that makes you think. And I think it's really interesting to bring that up in a sci-fi book. Anyway, there are some other things that are really interesting. I just really like how he is dealing with the relations in this book, because it's fantastic. It's this completely different point of views that we have from different species. It's those moments with Spain and her friends where she feels completely out of place because she's a different person now. She faced it a lot, she saw a lot, she learned a lot. There's a delver inside of her, so she has to try to fit in again in her group, and she doesn't feel it. There is this problem of her always freaking out, and this power inside of her that tries to consume her all the time. It's really, really, really good. I like it. I really like this book. I think this is going to be one of the best of the series, and that's it for now. Oh God. Here's the thing. Spencer was about to do a very stupid thing, which is kind of her thing. Like she always go and do those things by herself and never tell anyone, and she doesn't follow the rules, and that I understand completely, Georgian, because that would piss me off as well, because I'm a person who is very strict to rules and to planning and everything, and I have a lot of difficulty with impulsive characters. And I mean, I love Spencer, I really like her, but in those moments she stressed me a bit, and she didn't. She finally thought for 1 second and said, okay, let's do it your way, not my way. And she was going well, but now she got captured by the enemy and nobody saw. And now everyone's going to think that she went to do that thing by herself, that thing that she was saying that she was not going to. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. When she finally think for 1 second. Agony, guys. Just moments of agony. Hi guys, I finished Defiant. And what a book. Fantastic, amazing, great conclusion. Like, it was good in everything. Like, every part of this book, I was so hooked up that I couldn't even stop a bit to come here and talk to you. I just finished it, and perfect. It had a lot of emotions, a lot of things happening. There was a plot twist that I was not seeing coming. Great, fantastic, amazing, fabulous. I want to read every book this man writes. Like, I can't wait to start reading his fantasy books, because this was the first my first experience with Brandon Sanderson, and I started with the sci-fi, and I love it. Of course, I'm gonna read the novellas, and I can't wait for that, because this is the type of book that you end it and you love the characters so much, and you still can feel the world living inside of you. Like, you still can feel the characters living inside of you, and that is amazing. Like, if you think about it, like, the topic of the book was the same as many other sci-fi books. There was like aliens versus humans, but he brought new topics to it, or even like not new topics, because of course I didn't read any all of the sci-fi books that was ever written, so I don't, maybe those topics were already explored in other books that I didn't read, so I don't know. But I think his explanations for the topics that he brought to the book, to the story, was very new and creative, and I just love it. And guys, read it. Read the Skyward series. Read the last book if you haven't yet. Please, let's discuss here in the comments what do you think about the last book, because I love it and it was great, and I can't wait to go to his fantasy books. I just can't wait. So that's it. Thank you a lot again for watching this vlog. I had a really good time doing it and reading this book, and I come back soon with another video. Please subscribe on the channel if you aren't subscribed yet. Please give a thumbs up if you haven't yet, and I see you soon. Bye bye.